This past May 18th was Haitian Flag Day. This day is in remembrance of the Haitian Rebellion when Haitian slaves overthrew the French, sparking the creation of our own flag, which we wear proudly today. Last week, the New York Times did a piece on Haiti entitled France's Ransom. France, aka Shake 'em Down, has been tapping Haiti's pockets for hella years like a schoolyard bully in East Harlem. Shout out to Dave East. In the piece, Catherine Porter, one of the 4 journalists covering the investigative series, detailed why Haiti has remained in such poverty. France, who had the French audacity to order for Haiti to pay back reparations for, guess it, lost property, which includes slaves, after they got a colonizer fade, knuckles on faces and feet on asses, from fed up slaves who had enough of their shenanigans, to say the least. And you think I'm rooting for Rudy Gobert? As Shaq said, that's just French barbecue chicken, brother. In 1803, after a rebellion, independence came to the first black free nation. But that was just a gift and a curse, like Jay-Z and Just Blaze. French officials then persuaded the Haitian government to take out loans. From where else? You guessed it, French banks. But as Keisha from up the block would say to me whenever she heard some good tea, I know you lying. Haiti had to pay back the debt to both the colonizers as well as the French banks. This became known as a double debt, or as the streets like to call it, you gotta stop, brother. Go get your hammer. In 2015, French President François Hollande said France had imposed a ransom on Haiti and that he would pay the money back, but after his aides talked him in his ear and said, "We just don't do that over here, pimpin'," he then told the press what he meant was they would pay back a moral debt, not with money, but with moral. Is that some sort of currency like Bitcoin? Is it a debit like the Rush card? Can I tap and pay is my question. So what is a moral debt? Can it be used to pay off student loans? Better yet, can I get a chopped cheese at the corner spot with it? Hey papi, chopped cheese por favor, letter tomato mayo, and here's a paper with currency on it. Papi, I know it's a written note, but it says moral debt paid in full. Papi got to swinging that broom like the Celtics did to the Nets in the playoffs. No offense, Ak. Oh, Francois, can a moral debt cover my rent? Oh, hey, Charlie, it's your landlord here speaking. You're 7 months behind on rent. Just wondering when you're going to pay it back. Well, landlord, I don't have it in cash right now, but if I can write you a moral debt, check, then I guess we are even Stevens. Next thing you know, old Charlie on the street could get in a frat boy and caught getting off a DUI. Way to go, Brandon. Haiti, unlike many of its Caribbean counterparts, is known more for its natural disasters, political unrest, and economic suffering than the beautiful island that sits west of the Hispaniola. Ask the Clintons. They've spent a lot of time there. Wink, wink. If the world knows that, Haiti's struggles and decades of economic and political strife, can we get some help here or something? What are you waiting for? Elon Musk to buy out the island like he did Twitter? Merci beaucoup, but no thank you, please. Another question I have is, why isn't France paying reparations to Haiti? If my memory serves me correct, didn't they take African slaves in bondage, remove them from their families, murdered, tortured, raped them, all types of genocide, and to make matters worse, using those same black bodies for free labor to build and fuel their own nation, which still thrives today, while Haiti is yet to evolve. And with all this said, the only reason you still won't let up is because we gave you guys the Beats Like Dre headphones back in 1803. But you had it coming, didn't you? For people in France who recognize that this is wrong and that the action should be taken to amend the past, your lack of response shows your complacency. I know you may not be the oppressor, but in my estimation, you're oppressed neutral. And look, we can support Ukraine as they defend themselves as versus Popov P in Russia, giving them world support, which I'm not mad at. But we condemn a nation, a black nation at that, since its existence because they fought for the same rights to be seen as human. I'm still not getting it. Maybe you are. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to our Love for Art channel. And be back next time. Peace.